Good call.
Okay. Oh. Looks like we got some people watching. Oh, the game started already, didn't it? That was fast. Should I get behind? Wow, they're playing so fast.
What's going on? There's no way this is the speed that they're playing, right? Like that was just the stream catching up, surely.
Maybe. Yeah, that was pretty bananas. So should I stay behind the dealer or should I go behind Light Pink Yoshi? Do you have a preference?
I say let's stay behind dealer.
Okay. We got the dealer here going for a Shinitsu or Honitsu hand.
Yeah, although it looks like the honor tiles that they have in hand have mostly been discarded.
Yeah.
The only one that I guess still has any sort of reasonable possibility is the East, which is only the discarded one.
Yeah, and this is pretty yeah, and the East is also like the only way we'd get any value out of it if it was a Honitsu. Because there's no red 5 and there's no So Dora tiles, so pretty limited in what they can do.
Not yet. Not until we con those Forso.
Yep. That would be the optimal thing to do, yes. Just tear apart the hand with a con.
And make your Forso your pair. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's great. Yeah, going for the Chinitsu, I assume. Could still draw the East or even the Haku and get her. Yeah, as dealer, 3 Han hand, be like 5,800.
Or at the very least, if you're able just to scare people from discarding So tiles, then there might be some value. But
yeah,
looks like Yoshi has called Ricci.
Oh yeah, what is Lightning Yoshi waiting on?
3-6.
Oh yeah, 3-6 pin.
Ricci only.
Yeah, I could probably tell from the pink 3 pin in front of me. I'm not very good at using that information wise. Yeah, I expect they're probably going to give up on this. Oh no, they're going to deal in. Yeah, they had this Yankee weight actually. The 235 weight, very good weight. Yeah, just happened to deal in there. That would have been 12,000 points. So
definitely worth the push, and like
yeah.
It doesn't hurt at all the losing the 1,300 point.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of didn't realize that they'd. Oh yeah. Hold on. Sorry, this cat is causing problems. Is this player is the dealer now? Yeah, there we go.
KJ?
Yeah, KJ. Yeah, I don't know who this is. Do you know who any of these players are?
I can look it up. if I recognize them. This is all Pool C.
Yeah. Yeah, C4.
No, I don't. I am not familiar with KJ. And then who's the other one?
Oh, and Light Pink Yoshi opening on the Haku for kind of a piddly hand, but can at least fit a Dora in there. and can end this person's dealership. Hey cat. Yeah. Oh, and already in Tenpai. Just one on hand. It's gonna move the game along. Do they have safe tiles? Against the dealer specifically, I find this kind of interesting to be so aggressive.
Don't.
That hand came together really quickly, but it seemed a little dangerous the way that they pursued it. So I find that interesting.
Welcome to their dealership.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
And just as a side note, in case you want to keep this in mind throughout, as far as the overall standings go, Light Pink Yoshi is currently third.
Right.
Which is the final spot that guarantees you into the top league once the non-random seasons get going. And then the other three, so the person who is Shimo currently, they are sixth.
Oh, cat. I'm sorry.
So if they can move up in the rankings at all, they would have a chance to play into the top league. But they're currently on track to be in the second league, A2.
That was a great draw over here. That 6 so maybe should be gotten rid of. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, that's fine. You're paying attention to the hands, and I was just going through this other thing.
Yeah, I think I was just noticing this player on the right here has a pretty fast hand, going for just a Pinfu Dora. Oh my God, this cat! I need to get rid of this cat. And Light Pink Yoshi again going for a fast open hand, just simples, right? There's no Dora or anything here. And
is Tenpai waiting on the 17 currently?
Yeah.
Which, if KJ is able to complete that 778 shape, there we go. That was the only way that KJ could get to Tenpai, I think, and it really
without dealing in. Okay.
So this is kind of bad news for Light Pink Yoshi, because I mean, we can see 3 of the 4 7P, and they're all being used currently.
Right. Yeah, is there any way...
And the person on the right is currently in Dama.
Oh, yeah.
Waiting on the 4-so.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way that Light Pink Yoshi is going to actually win the hand. Maybe we'll just end in Tenpai. Might just fold here. Yeah. Doesn't want to drop that 7-so. 7-so might look a little well, that 8-so was a Sumogiri, but may not even remember that.
Well, I mean, whether the 8-so's a Sumogiri or not, the 7-so doesn't look particularly chill.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, there's nothing saying that it's safe, certainly.
I mean, so far, it's been 3 really quick, 1 or 2 on hands so far. I mean, this is like a lightning round.
Yeah, like it's only been a few minutes, right? And we're already in East 4. Yeah, it's been like less than 10 minutes, and we're in East 4. So yeah, this is a lightning fast game. And again, oh no, this isn't like. For some reason, I was thinking we're still behind Light Pink Yoshi, but this player. Yeah, I wish that we could refer to the players more easily. Like Izzle 6'8", 6'5", 825 doesn't really roll off the tongue very easily. What's the Dora here? Yeah, so this hand that the dealer has here doesn't have any value. I wonder if they're still going to push it. If only to avoid sumo. Yeah, it's a little rough here.
Yeah, although KJ has called twice, but their hand isn't. I mean, they're still ish on 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that doesn't actually get them any closer to Tenpai.
Yeah, and but seeing it from the other player's point of view, they got to be worried. What if they have like a pair of Dora or something like that that's causing them to open so much? At least that's what I'd be worried about. And if you're the dealer here, and all you have is Haku, you can't add any more value to it.
There we got just like just a classic Ricci Pinfu hand.
Yep, and that's all. Yeah.
No con. Pushed the 5-peen, but did not con it.
All right, and yeah, the dealer here open on the Haku, still Ishan 10, but that 9-pin was safe against the Ricci at least. But it may have been clear that the person across was folding, so they felt totally fine about discarding the 9-pin.
They got 2 Ura.
Oh really? I didn't notice that. Yeah, that's why you Ricci. If you Ricci often enough, eventually you'll get like a Mangan out of it, no matter how cheap it is. Oh, what do we got here in front of us? A few pairs, pretty kind of decent shapes. Oh, that's a nice draw. That really rounds the hand out a little bit, but needs a couple more like that. Oh, there we go, completing that shape. Yeah, the Dora being the 1-mon, that's very relaxing, I feel like, when the Dora is a terminal like that. You have to worry about someone just happening to have a pair of it or whatever, but feels a lot safer, especially when there's no red 5. Kind of limits, you know, kind of limits the danger that you can be in on average. Need to orient myself. Where's Light Pink Yoshi? Okay. So I wonder.
Light Pink Yoshi is your anchor.
Yeah. I wonder, like, what is your feeling on these players? Do you feel like Light Pink Yoshi has a rival here?
Well, it's kind of impossible to tell. These hands have been so quick. And,
yeah.
like, pretty reasonably quick.
Right.
That, like, you know, it's hard to see if anybody's kind of pushing like a maniac really hard, or
right, and
anybody has any particular style, like.
Yeah, and they're playing very fast too, and I haven't seen anybody do anything crazy so far.
That was a very good draw for the dealer here. Moving towards Tanyao, still a very good shot at Pinfu.
Mm-hmm. And can integrate a Dora into this hand very nicely as well. Although that gets rid of simples. So.
Although taking a Dora and exchanging it for simples is just fine. I mean, that's
yeah. Yeah, it's an equal trade and it advances the hand, so that's perfectly fine. But it would be nicer if
the player on the left just rejected Tenpai. They discarded the 4-peen instead of discarding the Dora and being ready to win on the 3-peen.
Okay.
They kind of abandoned the hand.
Right. Yeah, just didn't want to discard the Dora, and that was before the Ricci. So they were worried about Dama, I guess. Because nobody is open, right? They like
Nope.
So yeah, maybe that's a little bit of overly defensiveness there, and especially earlier on, they were opening on the Haku for a kind of a worthless hand against a Ricci, I believe, or maybe just against another open hand. I think the behavior of that Izzle 65825 is kind of interesting to watch. We'll see what they do.
And as you were saying earlier, the only thing you really have to be concerned about when the Dora is a terminal like this is if someone just randomly has a pair.
Right.
And that's what we ended up with. Light Pink Yoshi has a pair of Dora here and is waiting on the 3-so.
Right.
Interestingly enough, after 2 Sumo Giris, the player on the left has decided to call Ricci after neglecting to call Ricci 2 turns in a row.
Yeah, just waiting on that. Yeah, just really focus on that Dora. I mean, it kind of makes sense. That's the only way you can really get value in that hand. Unless they had a chance to get. I don't think they had a chance to get Pinfu or anything like that, right?
But if you were going to call Ricci, why not call Ricci 2 turns earlier? Like.
Yeah. If they could have called Ricci on the Dora earlier, maybe they had some reason to do it.
And keep your Ricci stick.
Yeah. Probably just a little bit of indecisiveness. Could have been responding to something.
Maybe they were sending a text.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's pretty likely that someone ends up with a pair of Dora if it's a terminal or Yakuhai or whatever, or Offwind or whatever. But it's relatively unlikely that the person who actually wins is the one that does that.
And dealer here discarding the pair of Norths and keeping the Pinchon 8, the 8-9 pin instead.
Yeah, they could also have discarded the 5-mon. Yeah, I think this may just be some Yanmen farming. They want to keep the 5-mon, the 6-pin, or the 6-0, and also keep the Penchon because that is an actual block. And then just getting rid of the... I mean, yeah, like you're saying, they could have just got rid of the Penchon, but...
Yeah, since the North could still be used in Pinfu.
Yeah. I do feel like earlier on, the pair has less value because you're probably going to get more pairs as the hand goes on.
And they did already have a pair. With
Yeah. Yeah, ideally you'd want to have an extra pair, but I do wonder if maybe if it's early on, you can kind of drop out a pair to try and farm for some more shapes. Some more non-pair shapes.
And with the 6-0 being Dora, I mean, I feel like that's part of the reason they're clutching onto it. So.
Oh yeah. I actually didn't notice that. Yeah, the 6-0 being the Dora. Really, that isn't a reason to keep the Penchon though. Certainly. So that's the decision that was made. Keep the Penchon rather than the pair of Norths. I think that's an interesting thing to kind of ruminate on, the early discard of that pair.
Here's a question: if light pink Yoshi, there we go. Now the Pinchon will go away, I'm sure.
Yeah.
If light pink Yoshi, it draws into Tenpai. Do you think they call Khan on the red dragons?
Well, let me see. I feel like probably not. I mean, they don't like it's South 2. They're very unlikely to get much out of that. I mean, I guess they get more food. They get 16 Fu from the Khan, which will make it like a 40 Fu hand. But I mean, it's not worth that much. I don't know.
Yeah, now with someone having called Ricci.
Yeah, they'll just use it as a safe tile. Yeah, no reason to go nuts and start conning. Give people Ura. Very very little incentive to con now. More likely to con if you think it's like 90% chance you'll win the hand, something like that. Like just do it so you get more value of any kind. At least it can be justified.
Yeah, and we have another. Well, I guess this is Ricci Dora 1. Oh no, they have Khan now as well.
I'm so proud that I said South right before Light Pink Yoshi discarded it. I know how to play defense. Okay.
And they got the pure straight on the sumo there.
Oh really? Okay. I missed that. It's still a pretty small hand though, isn't it? It says open full straight.
Yeah, it was the South gave some value.
Right. So if you had 3 Hatsu and the Haku and the Chun, would you give any thought to Shosangen, or would you not think of it at all?
It's according to what my other tiles look like. I mean, in this case, I probably throw the 2-so or perhaps the 8-so. I know that typically those bulging shapes with 2 tiles in the middle are good, but I always have a problem with them when they're on the end, especially with the 9-so being the Dora indicator tile.
Yeah. Those ones on the end are practically worthless. Since like it's basically a Dianmin plus a Penchon instead of 2 Dianmin, which makes them like pretty bad.
Yeah, so I'd probably toss like the 8-so before I toss the Haku or the Chun, but I mean I wouldn't be desperate for it. I mean, and they don't need to be desperate for it. All they really need at this point is to get above 30k. Like that's
Yeah.
That's Toyman's goal at this point in life.
Yeah, that's just something that I think about sometimes is the chance of getting Shosangen is like at this point it's really small, but if you just happen to draw either the Haku or the Chun, it suddenly becomes kind of a reasonable possibility. But just to get 2 extra Han, like
well, honestly, at this point, I'd be more scared to discard the Haku or the Chun because I'd be worried about possibly giving the KJ a Yaku here, since they've opened.
Right, yeah. Yeah, might deal with Otosuke. And in fact, yeah, they do have the 2 Chun right there. The Haku could have been tossed though.
Yeah, and now they are Tenpai for Chun Dora 1.
Yep. So yeah, this player across, they hold on to those for a really long time.
And they have, I guess, upgraded their hand fu-wise a little bit.
Yeah, they skipped the con earlier on the Hatsu. Has some level of restraint to skip that.
Well, and here, so now since the person on the left here is waiting on the 1-so, that does make this essentially a 3 Han hand rather than a 2 Han hand.
Yeah.
So nice little upgrade there.
I wonder if we're going to see a Ricci here in a second. As soon as this becomes anything other than a Tanki way. It's a little bit late for a Ricci. Will we see one here? Is it 6-9?
It would be Furiton if they had taken the 6-9 way.
Oh, yeah.
Earlier.
Yeah, I did not see that.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were going to try to...
Oh, they would have won here.
Yeah, they would have.
Oh, well, it happens.
Yeah, I think... and now Light Pink Yoshi is Tenpai as well, waiting on the 4-so.
Oh.
I kind of... Are they going to discard... Oh, alright, so they're taking the Hell Weight. the Terminal Hell Weight Sotagawa Trap.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Classic.
It's so late that not really worth that much. I guess maybe trying to get everyone to fold just to make it to the end of the hand, but I don't know. It's pretty sketchy, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean it did make the player on the left fold. They've discarded out of Tenpai.
Yeah. We can't see any.
Right, the player on the right though, yeah, was able to maintain a Tenpai.
Yeah, I guess the fact that we couldn't see any Dora might have made that seem scarier than it was. And Narichi always has a base level of scariness anyway. Because like you're saying, it can just always become like a Mangan just due to pure luck.
Well, this blitz of a round is in all last now, and yeah, and now like again, you really kind of, I mean, you'll take any win, I'm sure, as long as you're not, someone who overthinks things more than they should, like me. But like, you really want to get over 30k if you're any of these other players. The difference between a minus 1 Uma and a +5. I mean, those 6 points could be significant later on.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see what Light Pink Yoshi does. How much do they push in their situation?
I mean, they're not very far ahead. Dealing into a Mangan from anyone would put them in. Yeah. Probably second.
And this from Light Pink Yoshi's perspective, this just sucks. Where it's like, okay, is the dealer going to get 5 repeats here? Like, they're probably just going to fold now, I assume, because it can't afford to deal into the dealer here on hand of any value, really.
I mean, and
it kind of looks like a toy.
Yes, and it's a fairly nice weight on the south here.
Yeah, it certainly is not going to be a toy, but from Light Pink Yoshi's perspective, I think it kind of looks like it. Was that? I guess that was maybe 40 fu. Maybe it reached that. I guess probably it was 30. But anyway, still a tiny hand. Hey cat, I really need to get rid of this cat. It's gonna reach critical mass here soon. Oh, and Light Pink Yoshi getting the second Haku. A chance to try and rush a hand here and end this game. Yeah, their hand looks pretty good for that. If they can get that Haku.
There is Shanten.
Yeah.
I mean, their hand is beautiful. I mean, I would be curious to see if if Light Pink Yoshi would take a Chi on the 6-mon or 9-mon.
Yeah. Yeah, go. Yeah, they could certainly set up an Atozuke.
Is the person across
nice
going for 13 orphans? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I think Toyman here is going for a Kokushi.
Yeah, I guess that that 6 so seemed like it would be useful to me, but I guess it actually isn't, given the completeness of the hand. Oh, opening on south. Okay, how close are they? They're also Ishan 10, not as good in Ishan 10.
Yeah, they've got a Chanta brewing as well.
Yeah.
The South Chanta Dora 1.
Yeah, so
Could perhaps integrate more Dora.
Yeah, if they could get a second Dora, they could easily, and maybe even pawn that and get another pair. Well, I guess they could just use the East as a pair.
All right, and now they are ready to win on the 1-mon.
Or the 4. But it would just be
Ooh, there we go. Light Pink Yoshi's gonna take the hand. Just gonna snatch it.
Yep.
Stay Dama.
And everyone's below 30k, so actually get 15 Uma from that, right?
Yep.
That
and
worked out really well.
Yeah. -1, -5, -9. Well,
Okay.
that was just an absolute blitz.
Yeah, that was so fast. It was like 25 minutes, I think. I don't know if I've ever seen a game that was quite so fast that didn't end in someone busting out. Let me go to a black screen here and set up the next game.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put a pizza in the oven.
Okay. Okay. Just need to refresh this. Okay, Pink Yoshi game starting at 9:07. That's not the right one. Are they? Oh, here we go. Here we go. The one starting at 9:35. Oh, and we got Korak in the chat. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be starting in just a couple minutes. Get back to the... Okay. Let's see, Light Pink Yoshi sitting south. And what is this person's name? What does this say? If I was better at reading, maybe I could figure it out.
I mean, they're like... What do you call people's names in real life? Do those exist?
I don't know. Their IRL name?
IRL, they're Zach.
Zach.
We could just call them Zach.
Zach. That works.
Lizzle, well, it'll be Zach, KJ, Light Pink Yoshi, and Lizzle.
Lizzle, that sounds good. Okay. Now, before this game starts, I'm gonna go let my cat out so that she does not harass me.
Release good old Princess Wickens. Princess Wickens is probably one of my favorite people on the planet.
Okay, there we go. She's gone. Hopefully it doesn't start meowing outside the door to be let back in. Yeah, so many people are 6Q or new player. I wonder, are these people who only play on Mahjong Soul mainly, or did they make an alt account for this?
Well, so there's kind of 3 options. There could be people who play Tenho normally. There's people who perhaps focus on mainly play in Mahjong Soul, and then there's also people who perhaps do most of their playing just IRL.
Right, right. Yeah. That could be true too. Isolated door here.
Yeah. Are they taking a long time to make a decision here, or?
It's not clear. Yeah, it could have been a delay in before the actual real game started.
Yeah, you do like starting with. I mean, anytime I start with five blocks as dealer, like I feel pretty good about my chances to pursue the hand. And Toyman, it looks like is probably going to end up pacing off Honitsu here.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, which block gets tossed to incorporate this Dora? Maybe a part of their Yonkon? Yeah.
This is pretty sketchy Honitsu if that's what they're going for. Kind of lacking blocks.
Kind of lacking a lot of blocks, but that is what they're going for.
So I was gonna say, let's see how long they keep this floating Dora around, but they drew next to it instantly, so didn't really have to face that decision. But they may end up waiting on the 7-mon here.
Oh boy, I think we're gonna see Toyman. I think we're gonna see Toyman end up pawning a 9-mon, and then ends up with a single weight. That is what I desperately want to occur here.
Yeah, they could single weight on that Hatsu, and that'd be pretty good weight. But yeah, it's kind of aggravating that someone goes for this bad Honitsu and just instantly gets it. They don't have any Dora. Oh, they have one Dora in there, so that's actually a Mangan Honitsu. Or pseudo Mangan. It'd be 7,700, I think.
But those are in our current rule set. Those are rounded up.
Oh, you're right. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, so 8,000. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like it's more confusing that they round it up than that they don't. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, and now dealer is Ishanten.
Yep.
Ooh, and they drew the last 9-mon, so now they are ready to win on the Hatsu here.
Oh, and actually, yeah, that triple 9 actually gives them. Oh my god! Come on.
They just completely sumo it.
Come on. Have you no shame? How dare you? How dare you?
I mean, sometimes you watch a hand and it was just like that person was meant to win. Like from the very beginning, I was like, man, there's no way. There's no way this Honitsu comes together. But they believed, and the tiles decided that they deserved it, I guess.
The Chun does not. Oh, actually, there's 2 of them. Okay, I was gonna say like the Dora does not exist, but.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is a great hand.
So, alright, so the dealer has an amazing hand. The person on the right has an amazing hand. This is fucking insane.
Oh yeah, they're getting another fucking Honitsu, huh? And
this time, they did not have to push that Honitsu. The Honitsu was there from the start.
Yeah, sure. And they could get Toy here as well. They could get Toy too. Yeah, this could be Haneman Honitsu. Definitely. Well, if they get the South, yeah.
That's an interesting draw.
Yeah.
They called the con. Holy cow! They called the con, then pulled in the freaking tile they needed, and they flipped themselves a Dora while they were at it. Oh my goodness, Mad Hat.
Well. Yep.
Absolute lunacy.
I mean, that con was when they started out in Ishanten in this hand, so it's like probably they felt like they've got this. And
a hard. I mean, their other weights were Yanman weights, so it's not like they were abandoning anything good by calling the con. But that shape in So was pretty.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thing, definitely. Like, if it were me, like, maybe I would have dropped the 1-mon or something. Like, I don't know.
Or like if I was intending on not using the 3-so, I'd probably drop the 3-so, and wait to call the con until I got to Tenpai, especially with they had the 6-7 and the 4-5, so you feel like you're gonna draw into it,
right,
eventually.
Yeah. So this con that's worth 16 fu, base 40 fu if they went on their own, like. Brings it up to 50. But it's just, it would have just been Ricci only, right?
And the person on the left deals in. They were pushing for a Honitsu.
Yeah. So because of that what's it, 50 fu? It's kind of, wait, yeah. So, hold on. Why was it 5,800? That was just 2 Han, wasn't it? Was it 60 fu somehow? No, there's no way. I'm so confused.
I'm not gonna lie, I missed it. I was looking somewhere else.
Because for a 2-on-hand on the dealer to be worth 5,800 would have to be 60 food. Yeah, maybe there was an Ura there that I missed. But that if it would have been it would have been a Mangan in that case, wouldn't it? Not a Mangan, but they weren't the dealer before, were they?
No, they were the dealer.
They were the dealer? Okay, I'm so confused. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's unimportant.
What do we got going on here? Okay.
Looks like going for a Chanta here.
Yako Hydora. There's a chance to steal a lot of points if they can actually get that Hatsu. It's probably gonna come out.
Yeah, it's probably gonna have to. I mean.
Yeah. Also, Sanshoku. Sanshoku Chanta. And then so they could get Haneman with these Dora.
Although discarded the North in favor of the 6, which I think makes sense. Maybe taking maybe kind of an efficiency play there. Although discarding the 6 kind of immediately.
I mean, absolutely. I feel like thinking about stuff like Sanshoku and Chanta and stuff when you got Yako Hydora is like silly. It should be pure. It needs to be pure efficiency.
Yeah, like if the 4-mon comes out, like you cheat it, like.
Yeah.
Well, although you're kind of in a weird spot here where you don't have a pair.
Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Get a single weight on the 9-pin or whatever.
Oh, it was 4,800. The 5,800 was because of the Ricci stick, Bill. Korak has pointed it out.
Okay. I see. I'm just a dummy. Oh, nice upgrade there.
Although it will make them Furitan if that ends up being their final weight.
Hey, they can wait on the 9-pin or whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah, they're dropping that due to Huritan, I guess. And switching over to the 2-mon pair. Maybe planning to wait on the 8-pin, maybe.
Yeah,
or the 2-5.
The 8-pin from their perspective has got to be. And it looks like the 8-pin's going to be hard to use because you can see 3-7-pin.
Yeah. They can't tell that there's a triple over there.
Yeah, triples hide like.
Oh wow.
Oh, just draw it.
Wait, switch over to the 2-5.
1-4.
1-4.
Although, and instantly get it.
Okay, excellent Mangan.
God, light pink Yoshi on it again.
Yeah, and look at this garbage. Yeah, maybe just get.
Insane. Yeah, all right, just draw a 3-pin.
Just get a Menton pin here, or something, or simples. Oof. Yeah, I haven't gotten much improvements here, though. What to do with that? Yeah, thinking about it. Yeah, just get rid of it. Get rid of that garbage. Okay. What else is going on? Kind of just looking at Light Pink Yoshi's hand here. Is there a...
Toyman's close.
Yeah. Yeah.
It has Adora.
Yeah, that 5-5-6-6 shape is a little awkward to deal with, but.
I mean, but if you draw the 4-so or the 7-so.
Yeah.
You have Ichi pin through a shot at Ipeko.
Yeah.
One. Like that'd be a nice hand.
Yeah, it's just the efficiency of that is like the same as like having 2 Kanchans instead, except without the dread of the bad weight at the end. Oh, and what's gonna... So, hold on. Does that help? It might drop to 5-6 here? That'd be a step back, but... No, not taking it. Oh.
Alright, and now the player on the left Zach is now instantly gets their Dama. they went Dama on Ipeko and just got it right off the bat and had a Dora pair.
Yeah.
The best kind of Dama to have and the worst kind to deal into. And you're just like, all right, you just had a Dora pair, whatever. Like.
Yeah. So I actually didn't see what. So did they just have a single weight there? Were they waiting on the 7-so or something?
Yep, a single weight on the 7-so.
Okay, so that's why they went Dama. Maybe Shidorichi. They probably wouldn't have won if they'd done that, but that might have been a situation to Ricci. But I'm actually not sure when it comes to these tournament games. I know like it's different. Like, I'm not sure if I have a great handle on the Dama Ricci choice.
Yeah, I know that I don't Ricci enough, so I'm gonna try not to say too much about other people's judgments on whether to Ricci or not.
Yeah, I think that it's really hard. It's really hard for me when it comes to something like that's the hardest thing is to decide to Ricci on the 3 or the 7, because like Ricci on the 2 or the 8, that doesn't feel too bad. Ricci on the 4, 5, 6 seems terrible. This 3 or 7 is such a middle ground. Because you might just get lucky with Suji Trap or something.
Yeah, and like Pink Yoshi has been been Tenpai for a little bit here, waiting on the 4-mon.
Okay, just trying to rush into East 4. Just has a
and has made their weight now the 5-mon and the 6-peen, and instantly gets the 6-peen.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of Pink Yoshi seems to do a lot of these aggressive, fast hands. They're fast, cheap hands. That's something that I feel like I don't tend to do that too much. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I should be doing that more than I am. What are the situations in which it's specifically in which it's okay to do that? I'm not really sure. Does Light Pink Yoshi look at the Dora, for instance, to decide when it's okay to do that? I wonder, like, if you have a Dora in the middle, are you going to be more scared to go for a fast hand and leave yourself a little open? And maybe you're looking at the first discards that the dealer makes and stuff like that.
Yeah, there could be many layers of inference going into it. Although so what do you think about that 7-so discard there? Kind of locking in the 8-so as the pair, but I mean, there's a lot of other shapes in the hand that I feel like.
Yeah, I mean that must have been a big like Sakigiri sort of thing, because that's a not really nice shape, the 7-8-8. And it's not like they have plenty of shapes to deal with there, so I'm assuming that they're just feeling like the Sotaos might be an issue. Does it seem like someone's going for? It doesn't look like anyone's going for Honitsu or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody's going for Honitsu, but there aren't a lot of Sotaos discarded, especially high ones, like
right.
Just a couple of 1s, a 2 or 3.
Yeah, I wonder if to some degree that can test the waters just to discard something in that range that hasn't been discarded. But I mean, certainly, Light Pink Yoshi does not need to be too aggressive here, so can't afford to like do stuff like that.
Now, and the player on the left is Ishanten for an Ipeko. Could end up with Pinfu if they draw the 8-peen rather than completing one of their other shapes. Gonna force a Sanshoku there. That's gonna be their only path to an open Yaku.
Oh, is it on the 3, 4, 5?
Yeah, 3, 4, 5 Sanshoku, hoping keeping that Dora 1.
That feels so far away. They could call that.
Does. Yeah, but if they call that, now you're gonna have the Dora be your pair if you want to use the Dora. Okay, and now Yoshi's Tenpai waiting on the 2-mon and the 5-mon.
Yeah. With this 2-han.
Two-peen is safe.
Gonna go for Toy Toy? No.
Nah, it's just gonna discard the East, which is
Yeah.
safe, entirely safe, and keeps.
Yep.
And they're still tenpai, like.
Yep.
And then we
Just
have
losing.
another Sumogiri, another Sumogiri Ricci there. They waited one round to Ricci, and then because of that, ended up getting the Apatsu, which launched them into a Hanuman.
Yeah, I think Yoshi was very very defensive that round compared to some previous ones. I wonder if they saw something going on with the dealer. It was spooky.
Yeah, that was and that was an interesting decision that the dealer made that ended up very much going off for them.
Yep.
Like sometimes I'll wait one round to Ricci if like I have a not great wait with some improvements and it's very early and I feel like I can spend a round. But that late in the game, I feel like the waiting one round to Ricci and then you know just kind of reaching anyway.
So I think Yoshi got rid of this door right away.
You just eat it.
Just not wanting to minimize the risk here, I guess.
Yeah, and has a hand that doesn't really look like it's gonna be competing much.
Yeah, but that's a reason that you could keep the Dora too. Like, if you just happen to.
Very good draw for the dealer there.
What did they just draw? I was not looking.
They drew the 1-set.
Okay, yeah. That's very helpful.
Yeah.
And they're in Ishan-10 now, right? Or not? Or are they 2 away? I guess they're 2 away, yeah.
And KJ is obviously pushing a Honitsu here.
Yep. They've done that several times, haven't they? Or is that someone else?
I think this is their third Honitsu hand this game.
Wow.
And I believe they had a Honitsu hand last game in one of the hands that they dealt in on.
Yeah, they might end up with that 2-sided weight on that 1-2-2-2. They I guess if they pawn both the west and the 5 pin happen. So that has some value there.
Yeah, I mean, makes this a perfect Ishan-10, really, is what it does.
Oh, really? You would
Oh, and now dealer is Ishan-10 for Cheetoy.
Oh, it's one of these, huh? One of these borderline everything hands. That's got to be Tenpai, right?
Nope.
They dropped the. Hold on. They can't drop the 3. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, yeah. That doesn't work. Yeah.
All right, but they kind of give up on the Cheetoy though.
Did they?
And they have a perfect Ishan-10 since they discarded the 4-mon.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm just confused because I felt like they were Ishan-10 and then they drew a tile that should fit in and they didn't. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I
mean, they were Ishan-10 for Cheetoy. They were 2 away from a normal hand.
Oh, I see.
Pulling in that Dora was very nice.
Yeah, that hand is pretty scary. It's it's Hanuman.
All right, and the player on the right has entered Tenpai and is keeping this one silent.
Yeah, is that the same player who did the Dama before? The 3-Han Dama. I think it is, isn't it? It was. Oh no, they're going for it.
And as soon as someone else calls Ricci, then they chase.
Yeah.
That decision to call the Ricci makes a little bit more sense to me.
Yeah, that hurts. Yeah, they had to push this Hanuman. But
yeah, I mean, especially when you're so far down in points, like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little tragic.
It's kind of the curse of.
The curse of the big hand.
Yeah. Well, the curse of the big hand and also the curse of, I mean, because if Light Pink Yoshi had that hand, maybe they push it, but they don't need to, right? Because they're
right.
You know, they're 100 points in first. You know, you might maybe just wait, but when you're at practically 0, I mean, you need a 12,000 point hand pretty desperately.
Yeah, that's one of those. That's another.
You want to hop behind back here?
Oh, what's wrong?
You want to hop behind?
Oh, yeah. I'm getting lazy. Okay. Oh, what was I gonna say? You totally made me lose my train of thought. All your fault. That's a nice looking hand we got in front of us. What's the Dora? The 4. Yeah, this is just. I mean, it's a cheap hand though. But they are the dealer, so maybe they. Oh, they just picked up the Dora. So, I guess theoretically this could become a simples hand.
It would take a little bit of work.
Yeah. I mean, they just gotta drop those Wests. Could easily replace that for another pair somewhere, like draw the 8-pin.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of ways to end up with fantastic weights here. I mean,
Yeah.
draw the 3-mon, the 5-mon, the 3-pin, the 7-pin. Yeah, there we go. 2-sided weight.
Yep.
Although it's Furton.
Oh yeah, that 3-6.
Which is kind of fun. I feel like Furton is just like. Does KJ have another Honitsu?
Yes. They've got a Honitsu.
Oh my god, Honitsu Toy Toy.
Oh yep, that's gonna be Hanemon, right? Oh no, it's South Round. It's South 1, but that's just Mangan. It's just Mangan. I mean, that's not gonna help them too much, regardless of who they hit or if they sumo. It's some help at least, but.
Yeah, I mean they haven't had their dealer turn yet, so
yeah.
I kind of think of it when I'm in a really bad position like this, like, all right, I just want to prep myself for when I'm dealer again.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They could easily.
White Pink Yoshi finally giving up on their Tenpai. they were pursuing it for a little while there, but it's gone now. Oop, they're back in it.
Are they gonna switch weight here? No. Going for that. Would it? Yeah. So I guess if they switched weight, that would reduce it to 3 Han. So that would be kind of crappy. Right.
Yep, and now we've got a fold. Now we've got like Kyoshi folding. The player on the left is kind of playing around with Chi-Toy.
Mm-hmm. I guess they're just
all
gonna.
The 4s and 6s are out right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's no way they get this Honitsu.
Yeah, I got kind of unlucky. Nobody got their weights. 2 people pushing like mad. Oh, if a Ricci counts as pushing, I guess it's the ultimate example of a push.
Ricci is the ultimate push.
Oh, okay. They got some good tiles here. Simples.
And they starting off with the Dora.
Oh yeah. So they actually can't get simples without dropping that Dora. But maybe we'll just do it.
Like, if you're only dropping 1 Dora, it's an even trade.
Yeah. The only issue is you're also eliminating the potential of drawing another one. So there's some additional cost. Didn't pawn that. Could have pawned that, but can understand why you wouldn't.
Would have been a little awkward.
Yeah.
Really committing to the Dora here. Maybe thinking to set up an eventual Suji trap with that 4-pin discard.
Gee.
And then we've got another Honitsu, although it's not KJ this time.
Yeah.
Kind of stealing KJ's thunder.
Yeah, and then it's also it's not Toy Toy. Yeah, would just be 2 Han, just a naked Honitsu, a Bakahon.
Just trying to move things along.
Yeah.
Didn't want to discard the South there. Decided to keep the South instead of the Haku.
I would like to. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they are South.
I would really like to hear Light Pink Yoshi's commentary on specifically the fast hand sort of situation, because it seems like they do it quite a lot. And I would be scared to do that. So,
especially with such valueless hands.
Yeah.
Oh, now we have a Dama on the 3-so across from us here.
Mhm. Odama on the hold on, what is it? Across from us on 3 so.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. This is simple sand. Okay, yeah.
It instantly comes out.
Yeah, I mean, if I was them, I probably would just recheat because like situation is
I
a
mean,
little bit.
well, yeah, but that's the problem, right? All they have is like, you know, symbols or whatever.
Mhm.
So if they had drawn, I believe, the 5 so, I think
Mhm.
they could have made a shift to
Mhm.
possible Shoku.
Right.
Um, which, you know, they need value, so.
Yeah. I feel like you and me may have the opposite approach to these situations where I start to rely more and more on luck and you start to rely less and less on it.
When do I ever rely on luck, Bill? There's
Well, you start to get to very specifically not think any luck is possible.
I get more and more cynical, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'll take that. That's valid.
Maybe get an Itsu here. I need to get behind the dealer. Yeah. I was just noticing that I'm not behind the dealer. I think Yoshi's the dealer. Noticing we got a possible Itsu over here, but it's not really hasn't drawn into it yet.
What is the R rating that's required? Is there R rating requirements for every Dawn above 4 Dawn?
I don't think there is any R requirement for the Dawn, but it's just based on the room. I guess at some point you're gonna have to have 1800 because if you're not allowed to play in Jokyu because your rank is so high. I don't know. How do you even deal with that? Do you just automatically get demoted if your R goes below? I guess it may not be possible for your R to fall with that low without being able to play in Jokyu.
Let's see. Yeah. All right. Zach discarding the pair of 9 mon, switching the pair to the Dealan tile.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is just Richidora 1.
678. Okay. Yeah, so there Itsu just certainly did not work out. And Light Pink Yoshi's in Ishan 10, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They are. Is never going to get those Chun, as we can see.
Oh yeah, we got the dueling Chun. Might get them if... Okay, no, never mind. The only way to get them would be if somebody recheated and then one of the Chuns was dropped as the safest tile.
No, Toyman called Ricci and had 2 Chun in their hand.
Oh, they did call. Okay. Well, thank you for noticing these things. Okay, I'll try and wake up here. I kind of zoned out for a second there.
All right, now this is the moment. This is the really critical time. If you're a KJ, you have to win anything and everything. I feel like.
Yeah, this is the opportunity. Need to draw 2 more Dora. But yeah, I mean they're very close here.
And talking about not really counting on luck, when I'm in these situations and I'm dealer, I look at my hands. I'm like, okay, can I get value? If I can, I'll push for it. If I can't get value, then I am just going to do mad dash to the next hand. Like win the fastest, cheapest hand I can, just to kind of attempt to accelerate.
Right. What about this drop of the Dora?
I think that's what they were doing. They need more. I mean, they're not going to get all 30,000 points they need right now. So just make the efficient drop.
Right.
You know, keep your nice Ishan 10 that you've got here instead of running away. I say nice Ishan 10. It's not like a really beautiful Ishan 10.
Right.
It can improve, but
I guess
if you draw a 3-peen or an 8-peen, you have a San Minchan, which is pretty nice.
Yeah. I guess it's fine. But I guess what I'm thinking with the 9 mon is sort of like, well, if you happen to draw a second 9 mon, all of a sudden you've got a hand that has a possibility of reaching Hanemon. And the cost of that is a little bit of efficiency. So I think this is hard to judge specifically in this kind of weird situation where it's like, okay, it's your final dealership. Any hand you win is a repeat. But you need to, at some point, get some value or else you're hopeless. So it's like, what is the balance? It's very hard to figure out.
They're dropping the 4-peen. I mean, I feel like you look around, you kind of say, like, no one's really likely to drop the 9-1 if you haven't gotten it by then. I don't know. I agree with their play. I think it makes sense what they did.
Yeah. I
Like
wonder
Mikoshi about calling Ricci here on the 8 pin. Nope, not even taking Tenpai. Or that's not like Mikoshi, that's Zach. Sorry.
I guess
I'm sorry, Zach. Oop.
Still not in Tenpai, huh? Oh, shit. Okay.
All right, yeah. So they're taking the weight on the 5 pin and the 2. They have a Suji trap now since they're waiting on the 2-mon. I mean KJ is obviously going to push.
Yeah. Well, I guess they could hope that somebody deals into a Sanbaimon or something.
But I mean, this is a case where if you're one of the other 2 players, like, kind of no matter how good your hand is, you know KJ has to push. Their dealer, they have 1,400 points. Like, there's really no reason to kind of push anything against this Ricci.
Oh boy, yeah.
I mean, you could. I mean, if they win this hand, you do lose points because them being over 30k is going to take away eventual points in Uma. But I mean, if you deal in and it ends up being a Mangon and it causes a change in placement, you know, you're in a much different position. And now they're waiting on the 3 and the 6.
Yeah. What about this Ricci? This Ricci seems a bit pointless.
I mean, this is where that hope comes in, right? Like,
yeah,
those 1,000 points mean nothing to you, but the potential for Ura does. Like,
yeah, that's true. It's just it's so late.
Yeah, I mean, there was only like what 1 draw after the Rishi, but
Shosangen. Oh wait, hold on. We've got Dora here, huh?
Which is beautiful. That's exactly what they needed. Yep. In this case, I would have dropped that Chun immediately, since I like having the Dora Haku. Like the Chun and the Hatsu mean nothing to me now. I want the rest of my hand to be as efficient as possible. Just build everything for the Dora.
Yeah, certainly they're not going to go for Honitsu. I wonder if that drop of the 2-pin was sort of a residual Honitsu desiring energy. Despite it being like absolutely not a Honitsu hand.
There we go. Ooh, that was an interesting drop. I feel like I would have dropped either the 8 pin or the 4 pin there instead of the 7 pin.
Yeah. I feel like the 8 pin is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine to drop.
So have already been dropped. Might have been part of the reasoning. Yep. There's an 8. So.
Yep. Unfortunately.
That's why that Nakabukure, the bulging shape, is really nice. It does its job.
Yep.
It does work.
And it's fun to say. Nakabukure.
And it's very fun to say.
Ishanten?
Yes, Ishanten.
And possible Sanshoku, but that doesn't add anything. Unless they get a con.
G.
7, 8, yeah. So they could get Sanshoku if they win on the 6-pin. And if in addition to that, they get a con on the Haku, they'll have a Hanuman.
Yes, that's
kind of asking for a lot though.
But you know what? Sometimes those are the things you need to consider. I mean, when you have 1,900 points,
yep,
you become a dreamer.
Yeah, a distant dreamer.
And here, Lizzle is Dama waiting on the 6.
Oh god,
the 5. So, but they can't win on that.
Okay.
Now they could. They'll discard the 4-mon. Now they can win on the 6-mon.
Right.
But
yeah, just
not when that first one was dropped.
Yeah, just a millisecond too late.
Which is unfortunate for them because that 6-mon's never coming out. That is firmly cemented. Now we'll see the 5 so discarded. They'll go to the Pinpu 3-6. Yep, calling Ricci.
So
we can see 3 of the 6s and 1 9-pin. These 9-pins got to start being drawn by somebody.
Oh no!
No!
Oh well, that's it. Oh yeah, I'm very very sorry, KJ. That's a heartbreaker. Nothing to do. What
Oh,
can you
boy.
do? Yeah, and it's over for them. I mean, even if they get Yakuman, it's not going to do it. It's just going to reduce the hit.
Direct hit Yakuman.
Oh yeah. Direct hit Yakuman could get them third. Or hold on, yeah, third. They can't get second. Yeah, I was thinking if they hit Light Pink Yoshi.
Yeah, and this is part of the tragedy. Look at how quick their hand is. I mean, they've got Tanyao, Dora 1, a blazingly fast hand over there. And now it's basically meaningless.
Yeah, go for Suanko. No, they're not going for
I think-
Suanko.
Yeah,
Gotta go for Suanko. Oh well.
This is when you're just kind of so tilted, you give
Yeah.
up on life.
Yeah.
Ishanchin for 7 pairs now, the dealer is.
Yeah, it takes some amount of oh really? Oh yeah, and Ipeiko. Are they gonna get Yanpeiko?
Well, I was thinking Chitoy. Dora 2.
So if they draw the 5-mon and then another 5-mon, it could be a situation where they end up with a Yanpeiko. Just draw. I guess there's only 2 5-mon left in to draw anyway, so that's unlikely. Oh well. But the possibility exists. Oh wait, no, there's only one left.
Yoshi popped into the chat to let us know that they're only playing 2, so they're not going to play another one after this. But
Okay.
There is another table that should have started a few minutes ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't realize. Yeah, this game was a lot slower than the previous one.
Well, I mean, all games are slower than the previous game. That last game was nuts. The first game was insane.
Yeah. Okay, they go for Richie on Richie only, right? Or Simples Dora.
Yeah, Richie, Tanya, Dora 1. You know, it just gets you some points back.
Yeah,
which is appreciated.
Yeah, they could get like 8 points back maybe. I don't think.
If they're able to draw a 5-mon or 6-mon, or I guess the 5-mon's already gone.
They could. Okay.
Draw the 6-mon, call con.
Yeah, they could do 2 cons.
Oop, Tenpai for Chitoy.
They could do
Dora 2, the dealer.
They could do 2 cons and what's going on? Okay.
They can only do 1 con. The other 5-mon's gone.
Oh, is it? Oh, right. Yeah. That's right. Too bad.
Decided to drop the Nakazuji there.
Yep,
felt it safe enough to keep the Tenpai.
Oh my god.
Umos.
Okay, another chance for a Yakuman here. This all asked is
wow. This is, I mean.
Yeah, this person is getting some points here, huh?
Oh yeah, this is going to be huge for them, like in the overall standings.
Lizzle. Yeah, I wonder what they're standing as currently. I have no idea who they are. I guess I could check.
Since the game's already over, there's no way to check where they were before this. Let's see. That was Lizzle. This game did propel them quite a ways up the standing.
Mm-hmm. Right, plus 53.7 from this game.
And they end up. I mean, so that puts them 4th, which gets them into the playoff for the top league.
Although there's still quite a few games left. This is probably like the 12th game, I assume, or is it like the 14th?
No, this is their 10th.
10th. Oh. How is it?
The first 2 of 4.
Okay, I see. Oh yeah, because I'm just a bit out of whack because you did yours so early. It seems like it was a long time ago.
I mean, you haven't played any at all.
Yeah. I still haven't done the 9th and the 10th, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
Wow, like Yoshi over there has Toy, Haku, Dora 2.
Yeah, I guess we know that they're only going to be able to do so much. Yeah, so that's just Mangan, isn't it? Oh wow. No, it's only 3 Han. Hold on. Oh yeah. I see. Well, that's that.
I read Dora wrong. That's possible.
But Light Pink Yoshi Might have moved up. Is Light Pink Yoshi still like third or
No, Light Pink Yoshi is first now.
Okay.
It's just funny. Light Pink Yoshi is accusing Korak in the chat of pushing the high score for Group C up, when Light Pink Yoshi is in fact in first. So I mean, first place is 175 currently, which is Light Pink Yoshi, who's only had firsts and seconds.
So
Korak is in third at 154.
Right. So
and then so I mean, to be guaranteed into the top 3. That's a pretty insane score to have. Like, that's just absolutely bonkers. For context, my pool, first place is 89.9, which is like half. Just like insane. I mean, second place in Pool B has 50 points.
So we are jumping into to Zelkin and Pio's game. Zelkin, is that Zell? I think that's someone who I was playing against earlier, friendly games. If that's the same person. Wow, 7 Dan. Oh, that's pretty high.
No, this is a pretty legit table. 2 4 Dan, a 7 Dan, and a 1Q. That's legit. Yeah, the
1Q especially is scary.
And Crow has an R value of 1928. Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the some pretty scary players here. We got into East 1. I don't know if they're. I think this is the first. I think this game just started like a minute ago, or a couple minutes ago.
Let's see where Zell is in the standing. So Pro is in 17th. Pio's in 16th.
16th.
Yep. I can't find Zell's real name.
Well, we can look it up later.
No, I found them. They're in 11th. So that's 3 people in the bottom, in like the bottom.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if it's just a small number of games, like it's not going to be that representative. Okay, now Pio is dealer. Pretty nice looking hand. Decent looking hand.
Oh, Small Man's in 21st. So all 4 of these players are currently underneath the halfway mark in their pool, which is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean they have plenty of chance to move up later, but I mean it's just luck of the draw counts so much, and it makes me feel better that I'm so low.
Well, I think, and as Light Pink Yoshi has pointed out, Pool D, I mean, as we can see just from this table, is there's a lot of really good players in Pool D. There's a lot of very good players in Pool C, obviously.
Was it just 100% random the way they assigned it, or
it was, yeah.
Oh, okay. So it just happened that some of the pools are a lot more difficult than others.
Well, and it kind of makes sense that a lot of very good players would end up in pools C and D because they're slightly larger. There's 21 people in each of those pools as opposed to 16 people in pools A and B. So, more people are going to be in those pools just in general. So if you took kind of a random sample, you do expect there to be more concentration of the players that you already know.
Right. Yeah, I think that the highest ranked player that I played against, if you just look at the Tenho rank, was Butterfly, who was 4 Dan. So I've never seen this a 7 Dan player in my game. So
I think there's 1 6 Dan in Pool A, and that's a big. But anyway, I haven't been paying attention to this game at all. I've been eating pizza and looking at rankings.
Well, that's a good way to spend your time too. Yeah, what's going on in these hands here? Looking kind of undeveloped. I guess the player on the right, my man, pretty close.
If by pretty close you mean Tenpai.
Tenpai, yeah. That's pretty close. And doing
Pio avoided dealing in here.
Doing what is that called? Katagiri on the 2 pin there.
I wonder if Zell discards the 1. Nope, discards the safe 2. Oh, there it goes. Came out that
Yep.
way. It wasn't worth anything. But...
Yep, sometimes you just can't draw a single tile.
Oh, Light Pink Yoshi says
Mm-hmm.
that there are 3. I can never say what's the how do you pronounce the Phoenix Room, Bill? You're the person who does words for good.
It's hole.
Hole.
Hole. It's a long O.
Light Pink Yoshi says that there's 3 total, and they're in B, C, and D.
Uh-huh.
Then Korak says there's someone who used to be Aton, though that demoted. Ho, like the Pokemon. Oh, that does make it easier to remember. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, the Pokemon... Okay, never mind.
Is the Pokemon a phoenix?
Yeah, it's Phoenix-like.
So that may be why it's called Ho. Oh boy. And that always seemed weird to me that the way that the rooms are named is it's like, okay, you have the general room, and then you have the higher room, Jokyu, and then you have the special room, Tokujo, and then you have Phoenix.
I mean, that's pretty spectacular, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's see, the 9 so is Dora. I'm thinking about what Pro's getting up to over here.
Mm-hmm. And okay, looks like Smaman is in Tenpai waiting on the 7mon for just this. It's just a 1 Han hand, right? 1 Han 30 Fu.
Yes, no Dora.
Mm-hmm.
But is dealer, so you know you want to extend that.
Yeah, Crow does. How close is Crow? Ishan 10 with two Dora. Maybe you can get a Pinfu. Needs to draw that 3mon or upgrade like that.
Yeah, drop to the 7 pin, which is safe against dealer rather than the 2mon. The 4 so's Nakasuji, yeah. So I think Crow's kind of having an eye to defense as they're taking this hand over here.
Yeah,
they certainly want to win it, but
yeah,
and that should make. Oh no, they're not Tenpai yet. Pio is not Tenpai, but they are close. They are
right. Close. What do they got? 5, 6, 6, 6. Yeah, they may end up with that 3-sided weight. No, because they already got a pair over there. Yeah. I guess they could pawn the 2s and get that. But no, they can't pawn the 2s because it'll just deal in.
Yeah.
They could draw a 2.
That nice, gorgeous Sanmenchan.
That's a Tenpai there. They took it. They didn't take it though. Or hold on.
They didn't take the Tenpai and dealt in.
Yeah.
I guess. I wasn't looking at the pool to see what made them think the 2-so would be safer than the 8-mon, but...
Yeah. Who knows? It's impossible to say. Okay. Dora 6-so.
Oh, instantly taking this palm.
Yeah, that's interesting. This hand is so undeveloped. Going for a Honitsu?
I think this hand is still 5 away. If I'm doing my counting correctly.
That may be a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, I wonder what is the aim here? Is this is it a possibility of going Honitsu or Toi Toi or just Yakuhai?
No, yeah, I mean it's going Honitsu, or I mean if you draw the 2s though, I mean you probably just keep it. And...
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean you don't need Honitsu. Like when you've got the green dragons, like you're gonna get them eventually. And Light Pink Yoshi says the 8-mon is standard. Which I'm sure. I'm sure it is. I trust them. I trust the people in the chat.
Yeah.
I don't tend to call when I'm so far away. Like when my hand looks like it's. If I look at my hand and I'm like, wow.
I mean, this is what I was saying earlier. Like I felt like, Light Pink Yoshi seems to be like opening a lot in situations where I would hesitate, and I'd like to hear commentary on that. So yeah, basically, like, I think both of us probably have a lack of understanding of when it's okay to do that.
I mean, I look at every hand and I say, well, this is never going to reach Tenpai.
Yeah. Here we have the Dora being the 6-so.
And we've got Zell has Ishanten for Honitsu Toi Toi Chun.
Mm-hmm.
Although it would obviously take the 5 pin, the 5 pin or the 8 pin.
Yeah.
Although there's not too many of them left.
Certainly, if you're the dealer, that's going to make you much more incentivized to open on a small hand, for both because you get the repeat and because you don't have to worry about dealing into the dealer, and because you have to worry about sumo. All of those together incentivize you to open, right?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So maybe that is kind of the calculus that's going on with that instant on and why is that like, or would it be standard even if you're not dealer? I guess would be my question.
Yeah, Light Pink Yoshi says that for them, part of the reason that they go for those super cheap hands is there we go. That's not a cheap hand. That'll be a mangan. Is that in Akanashi, when you don't have any red 5s, it's harder to build value in general. So if you're forcing everyone else to, if you're playing really quick, kind of forcing everyone else to either race you or build value, then there's a little bit more incentive to that.
Right.
Since it can be harder to build value in no red.
Right. 5s. And also, I feel like also we asked like Hugh about like some Riichi versus Dama, and it seemed like almost crazy, like what you would still push against as a Riichi just because of no red 5, and it's hard for us to adapt to that that different context. Yeah,
I have maintained my position through folding almost every hand, and that's been since I am not in Pool C. That has been okay for me.
Yeah, I mean certainly. It's challenging. Pushing is challenging. It's more difficult than folding. So I feel like
Korak just referenced themselves in the chat, and I don't know. they referenced their own meme. Riichi.
So yeah, I do feel like that's another thing to consider with being defensive versus aggressive, is that there's almost a privilege, a skill privilege that allows you to be more aggressive, because you can so just check your privilege, people who have more skill.
Talking about building cheap hands, Crow just denied the pawn on the Hatsu.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me see. What's going on? What led to that?
That would have made them Ishanten. Yeah, they take the second one though.
Okay, yeah. So the Dora is the Haku. They dropped the Dora and passed on the Hatsu.
Yeah, most
very defensive.
Just because their shapes are not great, is I imagine what they were thinking in their head. But I mean, not gonna pass the second one.
Yeah.
Not gonna let it go by.
The shapes don't seem bad to me though. Am I crazy? They got 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6, 6. Like those all seem like good shapes to me.
The eight they just drew, but when the first Hatsu was passed, it was 2 Kanchan pairs.
Okay, I see. Right? Yeah, I guess
I'm just trying to imagine what Crow might have been thinking.
Yeah.
There's Tenpai waiting on the 6-0 and the 9-0.
Oh yeah. Tenpai and just another one-hand hand.
Although, unfortunately for Crow, it looks like the 6-0 and the 9-0 benefits literally everyone at the table to some extent.
Yeah, maybe they'll just sumo. Just sumo the last 6 or one of the last 2 6s. One of the last 2 9s.
Discarding the 3-mon from hand twice. And Light Pink Yoshi pointed out in the chat, nope, that makes a triple, so... but they need the 9-so as the pair. Wait, it might come out. Alright. Yoshi pointed out in the chat that it'd be nice to get some value out of it, and if you can reach it and have a Shanpong on the Yakuhai that only has 1 left, that still has a pretty high win rate, even though it could easily be in the dead wall, which is always my fear.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean the cost of it is also so small to not getting it if you have no value anyway. And
drop it.
And you have the
dropped the 6-0, which was safe
Mhm.
to dealer and dealt in to Crow there.
Right, yeah, it happens. But yeah, so another thing is that if you pass a pawn on the Hatsu and then and the last one just doesn't come out, then I mean, worst case scenario is you have 2 safe tiles. So it's perfectly fine. If you're only going to win one on hand anyway, it's not a big deal, I feel like. So
Oh yeah, for sure. Ooh, that was a nice little
So
upgrade to the hand.
if your shapes are bad, you can just say, okay, I'll take the option where I can just chill out and see what happens.
Yeah. Pio here has really good shapes. As
Oh yeah. Really nice.
Has the completed 1, 2, 3, then a Ryankon 1 through 5.
Yeah, it would be really nice to get a another Tumon.
Yeah, that's what you dream of.
That's the dream. Mm-hmm. Or draw next to that 5-mon would be nice too. Right now the 5-mon is just sitting there.
Well, not really. I mean, it's a part of the Ryankon, right? Like it's the 1, 3, 5.
It is, but who cares about Ryankon?
If you draw the 4-mon, you're not going to turn down. There you go. They drew the 2. You said that they should draw the 2, so they drew the 2. Well, so now it's going to be Junchan. If they win on the 9-so.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Riichi into Ipeko.
Is it Hanemon or what is it?
Junchan is a dealer Hanemon, yeah. If they win on the 9-so.
Get 2 Ura as well. Get Zumo. Oh, they didn't get Zumo Ipatsu 2 Ura. Oh well. Too bad.
I mean, this is kind of a crazy hand. Tenpai on turn 5. Sometimes it just be like that.
Yep. I mean, that's why you have to, instead of getting tilted when you're behind, you just chill out, sit back, and wait until you get a free Hanemon handed to you.
As dealer.
Yeah.
Cash.
Yeah, it just happens. It just happens.
Yeah. A lot of the 6-so and the 9-so already out.
Yeah, unfortunately, Toyman having half of them sitting right there.
I wonder what the discard's gonna be here. They called Chi.
Oh, there they go.
And deals in. Although it's a 6-so, so
yeah, it's a lower value. Yeah, instead of being a Hanemon, it's sort of a Mangan-ish score. 3/4 of the way to a Mangan score, non-dealer. I don't know why I'm just describing it that way. I could just say 6,800 points. That'd be an easier way to describe it. Okay. Terahaku over there. Maybe we'll end this dealer round. And looks pretty fast, especially with that 6-mon draw. Be helpful. They're already Ishanten, right? If they get the Haku waiting on the 4-7. Yep. But they got so little points, it's not really that very helpful for them.
Yeah, maybe just trying to get to your own dealership.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if it was me, I would be kind of conflicted because there is a chance that you're more benefited by something else happening than by winning a small hand. Even the dealer winning another hand gives you another shot.
Right. Oop, there we have a Riichi.
But also, like...
on the 6-mon and 2-so? Riichi, Dora 1? Alright, discard Suji. Discard Suji. And then Suba. Whatever. Just take the Riichi stick. Free Riichi stick.
Yep, it's perfect. Beautiful. Small man, pretty close to stealing third, or stealing second, really. Being dealer doesn't need a huge hand to do that, and has a pretty nice looking hand.
Now, why don't we go ahead and jump behind them?
I don't want to.
Obviously.
Let me see. If they could keep this closed, but they can't.
They can't. It's not
closed. It's really hard to. They can get it at least a 2 on hand here. It's something. Maybe they could draw another Dora and get up to 3. Get that 5,800 point score.
Oops, there it is. You're a demon.
Yeah, why did dropping the West does not seem like the right thing to do to me, though. I think.
Yeah, I definitely would not have dropped the West. I would have been thinking to drop the 2-mon and the 6-mon.
Yeah.
I mean, 1 West is already discarded, so.
Yeah. It is the case that you could still, if you draw the 3-mon or the 5-mon, you could still end up with the weight, like a half Yanmin weight.
But now you've busted up all your shapes, right? So by calling that, you no longer have a pair.
That's no, that's not Tempai. No.
It's not Tempai because they don't have a pair anymore. So
Yeah.
it's just part of the Wests.
It's a
it took away your ability to call the Chi on the 1.
Okay, that's a weight on the no. No. It's nothing.
Yeah, it's still nothing.
They keep on getting in these shapes that seem like they should be Tempai because they just can't get that pair in there properly. Yeah. But yeah, I mean they do have yeah, if they could pawn the 4s and drop the 3-mon, that would give them a 12,000 point hand. They could actually win it. That would really turn things around. Steal second, maybe steal first even. But they need to get that damn Dora. Kind of doubt that it's coming out though.
Yeah, there's only 1 left.
Oh wait, right, yeah, that Chi over there, yeah. Yeah, just not getting any tiles here.
Ooh, and Pio is Dama here. Is Dama waiting on the 5-mon and the 8-mon?
Oh, right. Just wanting to steal second and all last.
Well, it's not all last.
I mean, second moving into all last, so I mean. So that leaves many possibilities for ending the game in second.
Oh, the 2-mon was just discarded. I was looking at Pio's hand and I didn't notice. The 2-mon was discarded and Smamon, the dealer here, passed the pawn. Did not take the pawn.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, I mean,
it doesn't devalue their hand at all.
Yeah, I mean, it devalues it in the sense that they can't take the final Dora, but I mean, they're not going to get it anyway.
Wait, did Pio just pass the win on that?
Hold on.
the 8-mon was discarded.
What is going on? What is going on in this game? 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Yeah, I mean they've got Simple Sam there.
Okay. So he's passing the win to get over 30k in exhaustive, perhaps.
I don't know. Yeah. Why?
I mean, I would have reached his hand. Like I don't reach often, but I would have reached. I don't know Pio's pronouns. I shouldn't say he. I would have reached Pio's hand personally, but.
Yeah, it's a little. I wish we had Pio's commentary on this particular hand because now we're seeing a Ricci, and that was also a Tsumogiri Ricci when it could have been a Katagiri.
They could have done it from their hand, right?
That's interesting. Yeah, Pio is confusing me a lot in this particular hand.
Korak's making sad noises in response to me saying that I don't reach often. Okay, well we finally have a Tenpai for the dealer here if they discard the 6-pin.
Yeah, if they want to wait on this Ipeko.
I mean, I feel like you push. You've got 2 Dora. You've got a Mungon. You need it. Oop, there's the 8-mon.
That may actually be helpful. Yeah, that puts them in Crow in 4th. So
2 Ura. Thanks to our con there.
Okay, now we got some symmetric. Got a couple people at 200, a couple people at 400, basically, and we're in all last.
Yeah, I mean that Ura was huge.
Yeah, I mean that's why you always reachy.
You always reachy every hand, no matter what.
And yeah, what is the dealer here gonna draw the 8-mon?
You are a horror.
I'm sorry, I don't know how I keep doing that. That's like the 10th time I've done that in the past few days. I don't know how I'm doing that. I must seriously have some sort of magical powers here. I wish it would work in games. It only works when I'm making random comments and while watching other people's games. Okay. Looking at the chat a little bit.
Dumon and Tupin. Yeah, I mean, just. I mean, Shimo here. I mean, Zell, just take any, take your Jeep win, take your 15 Numa, go home happy.
Yep.
Just 25 points, it's whatever.
Gonna drop the no. Holding on to that too.
Interesting. I mean, so here we have a hand that's Ishan 10 for Chitoy and for a normal hand. Draw the 3-so, discard the Tumon and deal in, but be Tenpai for a normal hand, or draw anything else and be Tenpai for a Chitoy.
Oh, dropping a bunch of Dora over there.
Who needs Dora?
And
just a sumo. Just gonna end the game.
Okay.
That's it.
Zelkin stealing first. Well, not really stealing, just maintaining first. And they got 26 points. Hold on. So this is because so if 2 people are below 30k, then the UMA goes 15, 5, minus 5, minus 15. Is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I was a little confused because of the second place doesn't have to be under 30k. Okay, but in your game, everybody was not in your game. In the previous in Light Pink Yoshi's game,
yes,
everyone is below 30k.
And this one really sucks for Crow too, because you got 4th basically just because I mean that deal in the last one was rather unfortunate.
Yeah. Wait, hold on a second here, but is this so why is it minus 13.2? It's
All right, Bill. It's 8.2.
Yeah, okay, I see. I'm sorry.
-5. Listen, you have a PhD in mathematics. Like,
that doesn't mean I know how to subtract things.
That's true.
It's
all of my graduate mathematics didn't help me add either. They should be playing another game though. I do believe that was only their first game.
All right, let me go find the other one. Need to refresh here. Okay, game with. They might be on a break. Butterfly's playing a game. I played against earlier. And I felt bad for Butterfly in my games, but then they went ahead of me in the ranking, so screw them.
They were really unfortunate in your games when you were with them.
Yeah, I guess they're on break, or unless that's the only game they're playing. We'll just wait for a minute, I guess.
Yeah, we can chill out. I'll take this opportunity to do my diabetes medicine.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan.
If I can find it. I lose it sometimes.
Okay. Okay. They starting up again yet? So the fact that the game hasn't started yet. Oh no, they're starting now. So slightly over 5-minute break, I guess. That's what they took. But it's going to be a bit before this game starts, probably.
I'm pretty sure I've been so tilted after every single one of my games that I've needed like a 10-minute break. Like every time, like, even in the chat with my group, I'm like, oh god, that was a nightmare. I'm gonna need like 10.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get tilted, even when you got first place and like plus 25 points, because you didn't get someone below 30k to get more UMA. You're nuts. You're bonkers. Yeah, I know he is first place by like 30 points in Group A. But apparently that's not good enough.
Listen. Listen, I don't care. I don't care where my final position is. All I care about is the mahjong I played. And you know what? I feel like I've played great defense for the most part. But like my offense has been rather lacking.
Yeah, I guess my approach, because I know that I'm too defensive, is whenever I question whether I should Richi or not, I just Richi.
You hear Korak scream in your head, and you follow his advice.
Yeah. I think sometimes, I mean, maybe sometimes I do Richi when I shouldn't, like Richi on a 4-5-6 or something. Oh, hey, Piccolo. Thanks for joining us. We're probably just doing one more game here.
Yeah, that's definitely all I gotta do. I gotta do some lesson planning for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Light Pink Yoshi's talking about the person in 6th in Pool C. So I'm gonna pull it up so that I'm not looking at Light Pink Yoshi's map.
Yeah, I feel like things will.
Ooh. Okay.
I feel like things will calm down a lot once people get initially sorted, because it's kind of chaotic right now.
Well, yeah. I mean, right now you have people who, like, barely know Yaku in the same pools as, like, Ho-Oh players. I mean...
yeah.
It's not to knock anybody. Like, that's kind of the point of this league, right? It's open to everyone. It's a way for everyone to get better. Like, the best of the best are going to be here. You know, if you are interested in, like, raising your level, even if you just started playing, like, it's a wonderful opportunity. But yeah, it does make this kind of opening beta season where everyone's random and it's not based on how, we did here. Just inherently more chaotic. And I imagine the first couple seasons are going to have a little bit of that as well.
Yeah.
When you have people who are, say, Ho-Oh players who got, or not even Ho-Oh players, just a lot of really great, 4 and 5 Dan players in Tenho, people who are Master 2 and above in Mahjong Soul, who got unlucky in a couple games and it landed them in Safety 1. Like,
I think
it's going to be a lot of
I think the difficulty is when you have a combination of really good players and like more like amateur players. That's a lot different from if you're like the lone Master 2 who ended up in B1 or something. You're going to be able to get out of that pretty fast.
I mean, maybe. I guess this is where my cynicism maybe is hurting my thought process. Like, I feel like it's a lot. Although if 4 people are moving up and down, essentially every round, then that's a good chunk, but still.
Well, if you are a Master 2 player against 3 using Mahjong Soul ranks for some reason, if you're a Master 2 player against 3 Adept 2s and you play like 10 games, you're gonna get like it's gonna be hard to not place in the top 4, I think. But it's a lot different if you mix in some other skilled players in there. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a lot different once the initial sorting is done, and people will kind of get additionally sorted pretty fast.
Well, I mean, like, so many incredible players have joined this league. I mean, there's even if the 16 best players, quote unquote best here, whatever best means in Mahjong, even if the 16 best players made it in A1 right off the bat, there'd still be a lot of powerhouses below that. Like,
right. Yeah, I mean, this is the sort of the downside of tournaments, and I feel like where like, yeah, I mean, you just have to sort of, and I mean, it's just the same as in ranked. It comes down to playing a massive amount of games. But in the tournaments, because they're each individually scheduled, it can be a bit more of a pain, I guess.
Yeah, and they were pointing out, they're pointing out in the chat, like Crow, for example, who's a very good player, it looks like in, where are they? Did they say 18th? 19th. So, like 19th in their pool, so it's like, it's going to be all over the place. But anyway, now the next game has started.
Yeah.
Ooh, 5 mana. The 5 mana is Dora. You love it when this happens.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, there's no red 5, so it's not as big a deal as it would be, but I mean, I guess even if there is a red 5, it's not that big a deal. It's just a little scary that someone has a double Dora in their hand. But yeah, just having the Dora be in the middle is a little bit scary, generally.
All right, the dealer is Ishanten here at the end of row 1.
Oh yeah. They got looks like it almost could be Junchan, but just that 4 and 5 in there, and the 5 being Dora, kind of eliminates that.
Yeah. All right, and now we've got Ricci waiting on the 6-pin and the
Mhm.
9-pin. It is not Pinfu, but it does have Ipeko. No Dora, so it's just Ricci Ipeko.
Yeah, and so close to a Honitsu.
So close. And Toyman is not Tenpai. No, they are not. They are 1 away.
Yeah, and I wonder, is that
discarding the 9-mon? Yeah, the 9-mon Suji. Absolutely, this makes sense.
I was getting a bit confused. I was thinking of the previous game where we had a player who kept going for Honitsu, but that is not the same person. There's a different reality.
Ooh, does the 9-pin get discarded here? Yes, it does.
Unfortunately.
This isn't a very big hand unless there's a bunch of Ura.
Yeah, no Ura. Okay. Yeah, PO1 wanting to push for a semi-valuable hand. Potentially 3-Han. Yeah. Could be 3-Han. Potential 3-Han. It's kind of seeming like they might not get that Hatsu at that point.
Well, it was 3-Han. They had a Dora.
Oh, they had it. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I'm just a dummy. That's the problem.
No, you say all the overall good things, and it's my purpose in the commentary to just kind of walk behind you with a broom, and just say the very tiny things that you happen to miss.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate the janitorial work that goes into it.
A lot of kind of weird hands here.
Yeah.
I like Toyman's hand. I like Crow's hand on this one.
Yeah, Crow's hand. Pio's hand also seems like that could develop.
Yeah, Crow is
has some Kanshan in there. That's a little bit. We'll see. Get a couple of good draws. Everyone needs a couple good draws. Oh, that's helpful. Now is 1 away.
Just one Dora.
No, 2 away. 2. I'm sorry. Were we? I'm sorry. What did you ask?
I was just trying to see how much Dora was out.
Oh yeah. We see.
Zell has entered perfect Ishanten here.
Oh. CSL actually pushes against that at all? Probably not.
Yeah.
Well, the 6-pin was safe though.
6-pin was safe. A nice little tile to be able to get rid of.
Although I didn't mean to say it was safe. I meant to say it was safe to discard without losing much efficiency. Kind of the opposite of. All right.
And like Pink Yoshi is saying, Pinfu Dora is worth pushing from Ishanten. In this case here.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
But when someone hits the Apatsumo, not much to do.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily not a push to drop the 6-pin there. It could just be avoiding the Apatsu for one thing, and also the 6-pin isn't really needed. It just loses the perfect Ishanten. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, it loses a little bit of efficiency.
And again, we got a 5 Dora. It's exactly the same.
Yeah, this is the third hand this round where the Dora has been a 5.
Yeah, but the previous round it was also the 5 So, wasn't it? Or was
it?
It
was. It wasn't
twice in a row. That just happens sometimes. Wow, nice So shapes over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You mean the P?
Yeah, I didn't know why I said so.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's okay. Don't need to use the right words. It's not needed. Yeah, if only they could draw that Dora. Oh, they didn't do it. I thought they might do it. Just because I said it.
You're getting too full of yourself.
Yeah, too full of my predictive abilities.
Yeah. They are Yashantin.
Yeah. Man, I'm waiting on that.
For, I guess that'd be a Champon wait.
So that's the question. Is it worth doing a Ricci waiting just on the Dora here? On the Dora, which is the 5. Really bad. Yeah, really bad wait. Extremely bad. But so that's something I wouldn't want to Ricci, but maybe you still should.
Yeah, Ricci on it, I have no idea. I would open on it. Like if Crow were to discard a 5, so I'd definitely call it and discard a 1 ping. But
right.
Home.
3, 3, 3, 5, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
Home.
Oh, they open on the 7. Wait on the Dora.
Yeah. Opening waiting on the Dora feels a lot more.
Yeah. I mean, you can upgrade it. Oh, the triple. I mean, just have to discard that. No. Oh, actually, skipping, doing the 2-sided wait on the.
Yeah, the 3 and the 4.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what that is.
Well, it's also and the 6 so safe against Crow as well, who just opened. Although Crow is just the South is the only thing that'll give Crow the win.
Oh, gonna deal in here. Oh, that's not neat. That's Atozuke. Okay. I see. Didn't realize that's what they were doing over there. Gonna deal in here? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is the dealer just folding here? I mean, I guess they're pretty far away.
Yeah, I mean they've had
not much else you can do. Oh, if only they'd gone for Chitoi.
I mean now they could go for Toy.
Yeah.
Just have to discard the Dora.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh. Now.
Are they thinking about it?
Yeah. Small man now. Oh,
just wanna.
Yeah. Discard the 3-peen. Yeah. That feels right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's a call into Ishant, but it's like the 3rd row, so basically just going for Tenpai here. I don't know about this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no way for them to get to Tenpai currently without dealing yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like there's no like the I guess they really want to keep the dealership here, so that's motivating wanting to get into Tenpai. Oh, are they going to deal in right now?
Yep, they have to. Yep, that's the one.
Yeah.
It's cheap.
It doesn't really matter. They didn't deal in on the Dora, so. But they did deal in on the tile next to the Dora. Oh. So it could have been hit by something a bit more expensive than that, but I mean, they are the dealer, so that limits the damage that they can take from these open hands. Oof. And East 4.
Everyone's still hovering around 30k here.
Yep. All tied up.
And we've gone back to our terminal Dora.
Yep. A lovely 1-mon Dora. And everybody has one except for the dealer. This is total fair distribution of values. The dealer has a natural advantage in value. Everyone else has a Dora. It's very fair and equitable. Oh, drawing in the 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, and Crow tossing the 16 here is maybe thinking about a possible straight or a possible Sanshoku. Yeah, it's gonna keep the 4-peen though.
Yeah, Zell building towards a Pinfu pretty fast, reasonably fast. What
well,
does?
They only have 4 shapes.
Oh, do they? 1, 2, 3. I guess. Can you count a couple of isolated tiles? Maybe if the ASO was a middle tile somewhere else, you could count those pairs as basically a shape.
Chose to discard the 7-mon instead of the 2-mon, since the 2-mon was next to Dora, then drew the 8. Has drawn the 8-mon 2 turns in a row. I feel like this happens all the time, and it's endlessly frustrating.
Yeah.
You just have to remind yourself that the decisions you make usually had a reason.
Yeah, that's confirmation bias. You always remember the times when you get the backfires.
Right. And Zell is 1 away now.
Yep. Maybe drop those 8 so's now? No, drop the 7.
Yeah, leave the possibility for Tanya and Ipeko alive. If you draw the 2-mon or the 5-mon, you can make kind of a shift towards Tanya. I mean, you would still not get Tanya if you ended up winning on the 9, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking the 7-7-8 shape is better than the pair of 8, so... But also, like, maybe not wanting to keep the 7 around, because, for one thing, it's next... Well, it's not next to the door.
And now we have Genki.
Is it confusing? Right, waiting on the 2-5... Hold on.
And Zell tossed the waiting on the 2 so and 5 so, and Zell tossed the 4-mon. Right, and just instantly wins.
Yeah, just winning on the Dama Pinfu.
Korak does not approve of the lack of reach.
Yeah, the Dama Pinfu seems just too like sneaky and despicable. There's something wrong with it.
I mean, you're chasing dealer. I guess would be my concern there. It's not.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just sort of on a level of morality.
Oh, you're talking about ethics. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Pinfu. Like it's Pinfu. You have to reach it. Or if you win on that, don't you feel bad? Don't you feel like you did something wrong?
Yeah, the best time to do Dama Pinfu is in Sanma.
Yeah.
It's like, what is this? A gorgeous hand for a PO on this one. I mean, that's beautiful. Yeah, Ishanten.
I was looking at the chat for a second, so I kind of Zell's just not drawing anything here.
Yeah, Zell Dama da Pinfu, Lai Ping Kyoshi. That is what you missed.
Yeah, he
and that's Tenpai, but you'd have to discard the Dora to take it. Or no. Oh wait, no, it's not Tenpai because you wouldn't have a pair. Whoops. That was kind of a. I just made sort of a Bill move on that one.
It has the Ipeko there, but keep holding on to the 9 still. Makes sense because of just the shitty shape and with the 2-4. Wanting to replace that with something better.
Alright, now we have Arichi from Small Man, a Tonki weight on the 5 so.
Oh. So going to gonna Arichi. Got the Ipatsu. Could have gone Dama there on Ipeko, but decided not to. That had enough of the dark side. Was gonna Richi.
Oof. Oof. And this is why we don't Richi Tonki weights on the 5 so for Richi only.
Yep.
Because this is what happens. All of the 4 Dons at your table chase you and do a murder. Well, I guess Zell was the second person to chase. And there's 7 Dons.
So much trash over that hand. Kind of got rid of it now.
Wait, is that a pawn on the east? Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. What's Pro up to over there?
Yeah, that's a good question. Hold on.
maybe they sense the 678 Sanshoku coming.
Could be a bluff too.
I mean, could get Honitsu.
Yeah, but I mean, doesn't really look too. I mean, if they draw the West of the Haku at that point, it'll look a lot better. But oh yeah, Haku. Well, you know, but if they were to draw a 5th Haku and a 6th,
if they slide another Haku in there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you have plenty of safe tiles in your hand, you could just go for whatever you want.
Yeah, I mean, Porak has suggested that maybe they just did not see the transition to South Round, which does happen. You know,
yeah,
that's definitely a thing.
I mean, I can imagine it happening to me, but like I can't imagine anyone else making a mistake like that. And Zelkin having some nice shapes this time. I think that Zelkin is going to be able to race this Honitsu. I imagine
with Eudora.
if they did accidentally open on the east, thinking that it was still East 4, or just generally an East round, by now I'm sure they've noticed and have decided to go for Honitsu, lacking any other option. But they're not opening on that.
And instantly draw it instead.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't opening on that would not have really done them any favors. I don't.
Yeah,
think.
it would kind of screw up their hand, but yeah.
Yeah, this is Ricci only, waiting on the 4-mon and the 7-mon.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Is that Ricci? It's not. Oh yeah, they got the triple 3s in there. Yeah. For some reason, I was expecting those to be used in a pair with the 2 there, but they got rid of the 2. But yeah, it probably would have had to step back to do that anyway. Oh shit. Is that deal in? No. Because, who was waiting on the 1? Oh yeah, they're waiting on the 1 over there in the Yaku's hand. Going for simples, yeah. Okay.
Home.
Oh, is that not quite tempo? I know. And that would just be a 2-han hand, right? So I mean, I guess that's helpful at this stage to secure second somewhat. That's just as helpful.
Yeah, Zell getting some help from the Ura here.
Yeah.
In their dealer turn, they've gotten, they've won twice and have gotten Ura both times.
Mm-hmm. Well, that is what happens when you Ricci. When you have the bravery to Ricci. And they're getting some nice hands generally too. Does anyone have a better hand? I don't think so.
I mean, Crow's hand could be something over there. You've got a pair of 5-mon, which is next to the Dora.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, like it can be hard to compare these because Zell definitely has more complete shapes and better general shapes, but maybe not enough. Well, now that's changed a bit. But yeah, like I find it hard to judge when a hand has like basically like 2 or 3 completed shapes, but like a bunch of unformed blocks and stuff. Like, how do you compare that against a hand that is kind of mediocre? Yeah, I agree with Light Pink Yoshi. Just hit Ura every time. Keikaku. What is Keikaku Dora?
I tried to search it in Natsuki and couldn't find it.
Keikaku. What does that mean?
Out loud though, because I can't pronounce anything. So.
Keikaku. I know Keikaku means plan. I don't know what else it means.
Oh, plans Dora then? Is it just running? Just running on the joke there.
I'm assuming it's a different meaning of keikaku. Keikaku also means measure, I think.
Yeah, no, it's just the meme. They were just referencing the meme. That was it.
Oh.
They were just making a pun. It was a pun.
Oh, I see. Oh, so they were referring to the thing that I was thinking of. Okay.
Yes.
Keikaku means plan. Okay, I got it. I understood it. I just didn't realize that was the goal. I assumed it was a real thing.
Yeah, I assume that a lot with whenever people are throwing around mahjong terminology.
Alright, so here we have. So they still are. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They are on 10 now.
Yeah, I was just kind of like thinking of the block situation.
It's kind of awkward without 1, 2, 3 shape.
Yeah, because they could draw next to the 4-mon and be in Tenpai, but they've also got like 5 blocks besides that. So yeah, it's a little weird.
Here's the question: with 2 1-so already discarded, if you draw, say the 3-mon or the 5-mon, do you discard the 2-so and the 3-so?
I'm sorry, I was distracted because I realized that what I said was wrong. But what could you say that again?
No, it's no longer relevant. The relevance of what I just asked has disappeared.
Okay.
Because they drew a 6-peen, and that changed it. Now they could call Ricci on the Dora. A late
4, 5,
Ricci.
6, 6, 7. Okay. The that Dora.
Yeah, but don't really want to toss it.
Yeah, kind of sucks. The situation being the dealer and having a hand that's almost complete, and then having the only thing that you need to get rid of being the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gonna fold.
And Pio is called Ricci here. Got a 369 weight.
Yeah.
Nice Ricci Penfu. Oop, but gonna get the sumo from Crow instead.
Yeah. And that's a nice result for Zelka, and it could have been a much bigger sumo. Okay. Just going into South 2 without being hurt too much by that dealership that ended up like going under. Ooh. Okay. What's the door? Door is a 6-so. We don't see any. They don't exist.
Yep, all the 6-so have been removed from the wall.
Kabe 6-so. Oh. Okay. I'm so tired.
Yeah, we're almost done. We've almost
Just have to survive for a few more rounds here. Yeah, the dealer here, Smaman. Smaman lost last time too, didn't they? Didn't he? Is it okay to say someone is he when their name is literally man?
No.
I'm sorry. Ah, boy. But yes.
Not unless you know, Bill. No, they didn't lose. Crow came in last.
Oh, okay,
Crow
okay.
had that unfortunate 1,000 point.
Oh, right. But yeah, Smaman, fairly behind here. It's like just a couple rounds ago. Basically, it was all tied up. Now they're way behind.
Light Pink Yoshi has helped us out a little bit and says Zell, Pio, and Crow all use he/him pronouns.
Okay.
Smaman we are unaware of. So Smaman, until further notice, is gonna be a they.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Gee.
Oh.
Got the South. Waiting on the 4-peen here.
Yeah.
Yeet.
Oop, Ricci.
Oh. Yeah, Ricci on the east there. Yeah, Champagne weight, pretty worthless hand, right? Just got a 1 Dora in there, Ricci Dora. Maybe get Hatsu
Dora,
as well. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Hatsu 3 Han, I mean, that's not...
Well, I hadn't added up the value, okay? Give me a break. I just assumed it was worthless. And yeah, if they'd sumo that, then it's gonna be Mangan, so...
On the Hatsu, specifically.
Yeah. If they sumo the Hatsu, or if they sumo Ura on the 5. So there's a very good chance of getting a Mangan here.
We're getting a lot of thought on what the safest tile to discard here is.
Yeah.
Elected did not discard the live north. Instead elected for the Suji 7 so.
Yeah, that's kind of a tough tough choice to
now
make.
Now discards the north instead of the Chun.
Well, it was safe. It was safe.
Oh, it got cleared. I see.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see. Yeah, but these Shanpon weights on honor tiles have as good of a win rate as
I'm not gonna might discard this because they're 4th place in South too. They're so far away. But discard the 1, yeah, or the 7 or the 1.
I got rid of the 7. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Shanpon weight on honors typically has as good of a win rate as Ryeonmin weights. Fun fact for those who have not seen the map.
Yeah, I feel like Smaman's situation here just sucks so much. Like they can't even think about getting into Tenpai here. They're just too far away, but they're not going to have any chance after this. So like, yeah, are they going to deal in here?
It seems like nope, still no deal in.
Yeah.
All right, Pio was able to get out of their hell weight on the 7 so that never could have come.
Gee.
Ooh.
Yep. It's gonna happen. Oh, nope.
we keep expecting it. We keep expecting this Hatsu to come out, and it never does.
Yeah, I wonder.
I'm doing a very good job of not dealing in here.
The six pin. I just.
Oh, the 2 pin. The 2 pin is safe.
Yeah, I just assume that at this point they're going for a single weight on the Hatsu. They're so reluctant to discard it. Oh, no, there it goes.
No.
Oh well.
No, not now.
No. You had that psychic power that was telling you not to discard the Hatsu, and it just failed for a second.
Held onto it for so long, and the 4M was safe. Like, ugh.
Oh well. Poor Smaman.
Some games are just like that, where just everything you do feels cursed.
Instant draw into the Penchon. Gotta love it.
Let's see. So what's Pio? So Pio here, I mean, you want to get above 30k for starters. I mean, but ooh, that is nice.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. So. Yeah, at this point there is a chance of just staying closed and doing a Riichi as dealer and just managing to get points somewhere. Because it's such a good opportunity to just get lucky and get like 12k or 7k or 8k. You can't get 70. I keep forgetting you can't get 7,700 points.
Yeah, I feel like I probably would have discarded the 2 mana turn earlier and held on to the 17, but it's whatever. It came out eventually.
Yeah. Oh, that's Tenpai? Oh yeah, Shanpon.
One mon and 8 mon.
Yeah, that's not a bad Shanpon at all.
I mean, and you're very likely to see, I would assume, Zell and Crow both fold here. I mean, if you're Crow, you just kind of expect. Oop, never mind.
Well.
Do they have Riichi, Penfu, Dora? Oh, and they've got a San Minchon. They've got an incredible weight. So yeah, I can see that, especially since a Mangan, which you have a couple different paths to, would get you.
What are we gonna see here?
Oh, but that's
Sananko. Ura? Oh shit! I didn't realize that was Sananko. That is amazing. Is that's not quite yeah, it doesn't quite do it, but
give them a second, but that completely changes the layout of this round. Like, we're in a completely different situation than we were a moment ago with
yeah, basically it's all up in the air now, except for poor Smaman. Like they can't do anything unless they get a Yakuman this round and next round. Well, I mean, to be fair, they could steal 3rd place with one. But that wouldn't be the most ideal situation still. Maybe get the double. No, no. I'm sorry, single
Pio
east.
has such a great hand here.
Yeah.
Once again, like.
Yeah, maybe get the east and the Dora. Some chance of getting Sanshoku. He really takes some weird pathways to get there, but.
Yeah, well, I mean, not necessarily a weird pathway. I feel like
Yeah.
you kind of naturally throw away your pair of one of your pairs if you drew the 6-mon.
Yeah. Yeah. You could just draw the 5 or the 6, and you're pretty much there at that point. Yeah. But this is what happens to me is I notice the Sanshoku possibility when you're at 3 away. I will never notice it.
not at 1 away.
Or Tenpai. Yeah. I was totally subsumed in the process of trying to win the hand, and I don't realize that Sanshoku exists.
And taking the nicer 1 away here, making just the efficient move. Yep, doesn't matter. Just win any hand.
Well, they did probably prioritize the Dora.
And Zell here. Yeah, Zell's gonna have to avoid a deal in. All right, and that was the perfect tile to draw to avoid a deal in.
They can't quite get to 40 Fu here unless they get a con. They could possibly get a con.
Yeah,
con
well, I don't
Rinshan.
really care if you're Pia. I mean, I feel like this win is more about just advancing a little bit than.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you want first.
Well, I think yeah, but when you're the dealer and you're in this range,
there it is.
every little bit of value you can add on has so much effect. It magnifies so much that you have to care a little bit.
Yeah, they're in second now.
Yep. But I mean, if they had somehow managed to squeeze another Han out of that, like it'd be so much more points that you have to be thinking about it, I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and again, they get dealt like a beautiful hand.
Yeah, look at this. They've got 2 Dora in here. Yeah. This can easily become like an 8,000 point simples hand if they manage to get. Well, maybe not with that 1 in there. But now they're just
they're already Ishanten.
Yeah. Starting out Ishanten, they can reach you any second here, waiting on the 1-4 or the 2-5.
Yeah, this is spectacular.
Mm-hmm. Getting rid of that 7-pin right away. No use for it. They already got enough shapes. I mean, I guess if they drew another 7-pin, that could be useful, but yeah. Or if they drew the 5.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was wondering about maybe just tossing the north.
Yeah.
But having a safe tile isn't like if I had this beautiful of an Ishanten on turn 2 as dealer, I feel like I'm thinking a lot less about my Ishanten.
Now they got a beautiful headless hand here.
Or about safe tile.
Headless Ishanten.
Yes. There's another 7.
So what can they draw here to get into Tenpai? There's probably like 12 tiles they can draw. That may be an exaggeration.
The 1-so, the 2-so, the 3-so, the 4-so, the 5-so.
Yeah, basically like
1, 2, 3, 4 mon.
Yeah, like half of the possible tiles they can draw will get them into Tenpai here. Maybe some of them like a single way, but regardless, beautiful acceptance. They drew the one so tile that doesn't get them in Tenpai.
Zell has a hand over there.
Oh, wait, let me see.
Single weight on the 7-so from Smamon. On the cheat.
Oh wow. Gonna be wow, they reach you single weight. I was gonna say they can probably upgrade that pretty easily, but they reach you. That's I mean, I feel like I got 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4. Oh, they're that's Chitoy. Oh.
Yes. Did you not hear me say that?
I guess I probably did, but I didn't register it because I was too distracted.
All right.
Yeah, that's.
Ooh, but this Tenpai would require tossing away the 3-so. Is it worth it? Because if you deal in, you lose second. Yeah, not taking it. Discarding the 4-so, which is safe because Zell discarded it. Oh, and Zella's in Tenpai as well. 222, 345, 789, pair of 9s. Yeah. Yakulis Tenpai, and just lost 3 of their weights.
Yeah. I mean, they've got a pretty big lead, so probably feeling like they can, not being the dealer, they can probably chill a little bit.
Yeah, just living.
Just turning off their cell phone is a nice vacation from Mahjong. Yeah, and I guess Pio also not wanting to. It seems like people are pretty scared of this Ricci.
Yeah, if you're Pio, you're in a really fascinating position here because, I mean, if Crow is Tenpai and you are not, you lose second. If you deal in, you lose second. Like, it feels like a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
I mean, we can see that Crow is not especially close to Tenpai, but
yeah. But I mean,
Pio can't see that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they can see that safe tiles are being discarded from the hand, I suppose.
Yeah,
this
it's
is
just
South 3. Here I am thinking that this is all last. Everything I've said has been the assumption that this is all last. Like,
oh really?
I thought this game was over.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like
I'm just an idiot.
Yeah, so that worked out fine for PO. So yeah, their fold worked out fine. It just makes me feel like I don't have any idea what I'm doing because like I feel like I would have pushed, and there's so many situations where they would push when I would fold. So I just don't know I just don't know how to play Mahjong. I think that's the issue.
Yeah, I feel like the main advantage to pushing there would be, I mean, with the hand that they had a good weight.
Yeah.
It would have been Dora 1.
And well, so I guess what I would be thinking is there's so many situations where it works out badly if you fold, where there could be a Tsumo that hits you, puts you in second. It could be you're in no attended, everyone else is in Tenpai, and you fall into second. And probably like I guess if the hand seems particularly scary, that like the Ricci was particularly scary, then it would make sense to fold. If you felt like it was going to go to no 10 anyway.
Oh, and Zell's already Tenpai.
Oh really? Oh, hold on. I was too busy chattering to notice things.
258. Yep, there it is.
Oh,
Sumo.
already Sumo. Okay, that ends the game.
All right, that's it.
And yeah, so hold on, but what happened here? I think. Oh yeah, Pio got second. Yeah.
And this feels horrible if you're a Crow. I mean, if you're a Crow, you really have to be like the way both of these games worked out. Like you deal in South 3. In the last game, and then you end up just 1,000 points in fourth. And then this game, your dealership gets completely skipped because Zell's Tenpai on like turn 2, like with a 3-sided weight, and then just sumos it, and there goes your chance. Like absolutely nothing you could do.
Oh, Light Pink Yoshi said probably would have pushed. I was reading that, so I missed what you just said. So I guess that makes me feel a little validated that Light Pink Yoshi agrees with me on the push there.
Crow ended up with plus 6.9. So
yeah.
Two very sad finishes for Crow, but at least got something nice out of it.
Yeah. You gotta feel bad for Crow here, but yeah, there's gonna be plenty of chances.
Yeah, and this was
just a set of 20 games. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure these were their first 2 games. Yes, they still have 2 more to play, which they'll play on some other day, some other time. Maybe without us watching, maybe with us watching, who knows?
Yeah, we haven't commented on too many of these.
It was fun though.
Yeah.
Well, cause every time I've offered, you've been like, eh, and every time you've offered, I haven't responded. So.
Have I ever said eh? I don't feel like I have.
You say eh all the time. It's like your catchphrase. It's like the Sparkle Bill tagline. It's eh.
Okay, so if you offer to comment with me, I will definitely accept next time. But okay, so yeah, that was fun. Thanks everybody for joining us. Oh well, we've been commenting for 2.5 hours, long time. But thanks so much for joining me, Ennui, and making sure my commentary isn't too terrible.
That's my goal.
And yeah, well, next it's probably not going to stream before Ennui's games because it's going to be a while. Or my games. Ennui already played their games. My games are next weekend. To probably do more.
Yeah, y'all are going to be like the last group to play.
All right. So thanks, everybody.
Yeah, later.
See you next time. Bye.